Peace and love, peace and love. Let me put my seatbelt on. Sure, I got my seatbelt on. And my name tag. Y'all already know I be putting my name tag on at the house. That way I make sure I don't forget it. While I'm working jobs, like, while I'm still in the job, I'm gonna be my best self on my job, man. I'm not gonna be like slacking, shirt untucked, pants wrinkled. Nah. And people know that every day. People can't name a day that I have come in to work wrinkled on any job. People can't name a day that I came in with my shirt untucked on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Not wearing a belt on purpose. And not saying that make you any better of a person or nothing like that, but you know what I'm saying? There's just a certain standard that I've always kind of operated at. And I do believe a lot of that does, in fact, come from my father. Like, I seen my dad go to, like when he goes to paint, I've seen his paint jeans, the white painting jeans would be like dry cleaned. I mean, they'd be so stiff, like the crease in them. You know what I'm saying? I watched my dad get up and go to work. You know what I'm saying? The paint with them pads crispy like that with that crease in there, you know? Now, my dad is not who taught me how to iron, but I definitely always saw the sharp creases. That was my dad. My cousin actually taught me how to iron. My cousin, I don't know if people want me to say names, but my cousin in Jacksonville taught me how to iron. I don't even know if he remember that. But he taught me how to iron left-handed. So, and I don't even remember if he was left-handed or if he just showed me and told me it would be the opposite. But I feel like he was left-handed too. I really can't remember. I don't even want to lie about that part. But as far as me learning how to iron, and it was khakis at that, me learning how to iron, my cousin in Jacksonville. But, so yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I just always, like, on jobs, I've always gone, like, creased up, you know what I'm saying, clean type of thing. Dang. I left something at home that I need, so I'm about to have to go back home. But, what I was gonna, I was laughing at, as I was just thinking about, you know, like what to necessarily speak on, what I was thinking on to speak on today. And it was, if I had to title the 10, it would be, Lord, make me a resource. But I mean, I was jokingly, that was just the first thing that came to mind on like what my thoughts were about, like the fact that I feel like I have either been that or becoming that. It's a resource, you know. I don't know. I mean, I haven't thought deep on it. It was like my morning thoughts. You know, my morning thoughts were on just the people currently in my life that are now, I guess we're all in a place of understanding that we're stronger together, you know. And because we're all beginning to understand that, like, we're starting to depend on each other a little bit more, but not necessarily as a dependence, but like we're all beginning to like trust each other more, you know. And we're starting to be okay with the idea of collaboration, you know, coming together to accomplish a common goal. Like, people are starting slowly but surely to awaken to that. I don't even know if I conjugated my verb correctly, but people are starting to wake up to the idea that we need each other. And some people, I guess, have maybe felt like there's some things that I offer, you know, that they need. And that's a thing to think about. And the key, though, that I've been learning is, like, if that does turn out to be true in your life, that there are people who rely on you as a resource, or people that see you as somebody that can offer them some guidance or some counsel, it's important. It's very important that you not let that cause you to become like arrogant or like you know, greater than. Hey, I'm gonna pause it. I need to run in the house real quick. Okay, and we back. All right, so yeah, I was saying, it's like I think there's a reason that, you know, and I know I said that before, there's a reason that I have gone through a lot of the things that I've gone through and experienced a lot of the things that I've experienced, because it was to prepare me for a certain time, which would be this time, that I would be able to be a resource. But through the things that I went through, it had to shape me, you know what I'm saying, and mold me to be humble enough to not allow my position, or, you know, the way that people look at me, to like blow my head up, or make me feel like I'm bigger than them because they ask me a question or they need my help. You know, it's the things I went through had to bring me to a place of understanding, to humble me, to when the time came that I was able to be a resource, that I would humbly be a resource and not arrogantly be a resource, you know. And you know, I know there are some people that like charge for consultations and all those kinds of things, and I mean, that's cool, I guess. I mean, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Like, that's what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with charging a fee for, you know what I'm saying, sharing your knowledge or offering your help or your time. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with charging for your time. So for people who do that, that's cool. But I have not yet gotten to that place where I feel like I should or would charge for the information or the knowledge that I have. Instead, I've been kind of like just sharing knowledge for the free, just because I really want to help, you know. And dealing with it that way. Like, what's mine will be mine. What's for me will come to me. But not just fall in my lap either. Now, I'm not foolish enough to. I don't want to call you foolish if you think that. I guess I've learned enough to know that none of those things that I want are just gonna fall into my lap. Now, I am gonna have to do some work. But I think the work for me right now involves me being a resource because of some of the things that I did go through. It allows me to be a resource, and never did I say I am the one and only resource. I'm the only source that knows things. Man, I wouldn't dare say that. You know, I just feel that I am a resource. You know, here to be of help and assist people in any way that I can to accomplish a goal, achieve a goal, gain more understanding, you know, as I'm still doing the same myself. It's like, you know, I'm not the only one, you know. Everything that I do or am doing, like, I believe many of us possess the same abilities. I think it boils down to our understanding and knowing how to access or tap into that knowledge or that power, or whatever the case, you know. So, yeah, it was, but I was just thinking over those thoughts and like how, like, I feel like right now especially I am seeing that I am a resource, you know, even if I never knew that before. You know, you kind of feel like you do know certain things about yourself, or, you know, but it's so many things that are like unfolding now that just made me go, wow, like I didn't even know, you know? I didn't know, man. But it's helping me to be an even better person because it's humbling me more to know that people do see me as a resource, because I don't want to misuse that, to mishandle that. You know, people are trusting your words, so your words have to produce truth. Your words have to speak truth, because if you don't speak and live truth, and people are following, although I'm not asking anybody to follow, I think that's important to state. I'm not out here like recruiting people and saying, hey, follow me. But like, people are feeling that based on what they see and what has been produced, the fruits of the labor, like people see the fruit, you know, and they believe, you know, because I don't sit in a place and say, all right, everything that I've been able to accomplish is all because of me, you know, because it's not. I know better than that. Now, did it require me to do some work? Absolutely. Did it require me to get up on my 2 feet, using my hands and do something? Absolutely. Would I have learned the lessons that I've learned and accomplished the things that I have accomplished if I was just sitting in a house looking up at the sky and just hoping that something falls down that will benefit me? I didn't get it that way, and I can't I can't go out and spread the word that that's what I did. I sat quietly in a house and I prayed, and I just kept waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and then my blessing just fell down from the sky, through my roof, and into my lap. That's not how it happened. But what happened was, the more I began to like seek knowledge, seek understanding, the more I wanted to know, the more I wanted to understand why things were the way they were, and, why my life was the way it was, and, started thinking about the things that I wanted to accomplish. And as I started thinking about those things, the visions began to get clearer and clearer. And each time it would give instruction as to what was the next step for me to do to accomplish that dream or that goal. And when I followed that inner voice that was telling me the correct steps, because it also told me what not to do. And sometimes we override that voice that tells you what not to do, and do it anyway. The things that we should not do, not the things that we need to do to move towards our goals. We'll do the thing that'll hesitate and block us from the goal. And that's not to beat y'all up, man. This is self-talking, you know what I'm saying? This is myself saying what I have experienced. Avoiding the very thing that I needed, and that's the case for many of us. Trying to do a lot of things by myself because that's been the norm. That's been my history. I'm the one to do it, so I'm gonna keep doing everything by myself. But that's just not the way, and that's why it did not yield the fruit. But once I humbled myself, made myself open and available for correction, to gain more knowledge, to elevate my mind. When I made those conscious decisions, man, my life began to change. And then just being able to share that same knowledge, that same understanding with others, and they're being able to see their lives impacted positively, by taking those steps, and they're seeing how it has worked in my life. I know this might be all over the place, but it might not. It might not be all over the place. It might be right where it needs to be, But now I'm able to be a resource that other people can learn from. They can ask questions. They can get advice. I'm probably finna have this ring on my head. But I can now be a resource and inspiration, a guide, a motivator for some other people that are going through things and may not know how it's gonna turn out on the other side. You know what I'm saying? I think I need to clean my glasses before I go in there. You don't really wear glasses if you don't keep lens cleaner in your car. But I'm grateful to be a resource, but just with that, it's like I have to continuously remember the things that I speak, especially if I'm gonna move to a better part. Especially if I want to be of help for real, if I really want to be that resource. I can't operate in arrogance because that could mislead people. Then it becomes about me and glory, you know what I'm saying? And me being praised and worshiped and held on a pedestal. And I have, I don't say I've never, but I've always wanted to avoid that. I don't like being lifted. I don't like people being like, man, you way up here, bro. You way up there. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But Also understanding that in some people's eyes, they may see you as that until you help them understand why not to view you as that, you know. And that's all learning too. That's all learning. But I'm thankful that I can be a resource to somebody. And none of my experiences were in vain, you know. Everything was to prepare me for this time, to make me better. And if I am viewed as a leader by some people, you know, praise God that they see me as a leader, you know what I mean? But I see myself as just somebody out here trying to serve the people, man. I want to see a change for my people overall, man. We've been living on the bottom for a good little minute, man, and not knowing how great we really are, not knowing what we truly possess. And I've been getting more and more in tune with that, you know, who we truly are and the power that we possess by nature. And if I can help my people understand that, then we'll all get free. Peace and love, y'all.